तदादीते समभवत् सहसा हृदि विपथु स्मरन्त्या भर्तुरादेशम् स्तना चाश्रु प्रशुश्रुवे तदादीते समभवत् सहसा हृदि विपथु स्मरन्त्या भर्तुरादेशम् स्तना चाश्रु प्रशुश्रुवे तदादीते समभवत् सहसा हृदि विपथु स्मरन्त्या भर्तुरादेशम् स्तना चाश्रु प्रशुश्रुवे. Anyone would like to recite?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
तदादीते समभवत् सहसा हृदि विपुपत् स्मरणात्तया भर्तुरदेशां स्थाना च शक्ष परशुभे.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Hare Krishna. तदादिते संभवत् सहसा हृदि विपतु स्मरन्त्या भर्तुर आदेशं स्तनाच्च श्रीक प्रशुश्रुवे श्रुवे. कृष्ण.
तदादिते समभवत् सहसा हृदि विपथुः स्मरन्त्या भर्तुरादेशं स्तना चाश्रय प्रशुश्रुवे.
Thank you. Anyone else want to try? Okay. Let's do the synonyms. Tada, at that moment. Dite, of Diti. Samabhavat, occurred. Sahasa, suddenly. Hridi, in the heart. Vepathu, a shudder. Smarantya, recalling. Bhartu, of her husband Kashyapa. Adesam, the words. Stanat, from her breast. Cha, and. Ashuk, blood. Prasusrave, flowed. Translation. At that very moment, a shudder suddenly ran through the heart of Diti, the mother of Hiranyaksha. She recalled the words of her husband, Kashyapa, and blood flowed from her breast. Purport. At Hiranyaksha's last moment, his mother Diti remembered what her husband had said. All their sons would be demons. They would have the advantage of being killed by the personality of God himself. She remembered this incident by the grace of the Lord, and her breast flowed blood instead of the milk. In many instances, we find that when a mother is moved by affection for her sons, milk flows from her breast. In the case of the demon's mother, the blood could not transform into milk, but it flowed down her breast as it was. Blood transforms into milk. To drink milk is auspicious, but to drink blood is inauspicious. Although they are one and the same thing, this formula is applicable in the case of cow's milk also. Om Jnanatimidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvises Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gauravakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. At that very moment, a shudder suddenly ran through the heart of Diti, the mother of Hiranaksha. She recalled the words of her husband, Kashyapa, and blood flowed from her breast. Hare Krishna. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining, and I would like to see blessings from all the assembled Vaishnavas. Today I joined through web version, so I have a difficulty to see who are on the call. So let me share something. Yeah. Just want to see. Okay. All right. So this is what a wonderful narration Maitramani or Sukadev Goswami has made. The beautiful, complete details of fight between Lord Varaha and Hiranyaksha. It's very ferocious. These fights are not ordinary fights. Of course, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has descended also to relish this rasa of Virya rasa, to experience the fight. And fight of the Lord cannot be very common. It should be definitely very uncommon and very unique. The descriptions are given. Very details of description. Each and every movement of Hiranyaksha and Varadevi has been described. I was appreciating, as if like, the speaker is completely seeing the event. That's the greatness of advanced devotees. They can see the activities in their eyes, in their heart, and they can share with us. Thus, it is also always mentioned that we must hear from the advanced devotees who have seen the truth. So this is the incident. This is witness evidence that Maitreya Muni and Sukadeva Goswami and Srila Prabhupada also, when they're mentioning, they can see the whole activities. So it was a very ferocious fight between Lord Varaha and Hiranyaksha. Varaha was also playing. He is playing because he's the Supreme Lord, he's an enjoyer. He's playing the whole incident. But it was also simultaneously creating fear in the heart of the Devatas. Even though they have faith on the Supreme Lord, but many times they're waiting for the danger should be removed as soon as possible. So it was not an easy time for Devatas. But finally, we can see the Lord is desired to end Hiranyaksha. Hiranyaksha is born as a demoniac, right? I have something from the. I'll share it again. John, yeah, share the screen. Sorry, just 1 second. Yeah. I have something here. I'm sharing. From divine and demoniac nature, I wanted to give from read something. Krishna has mentioned that in this world will be always prevalent divine and demoniac nature, and mostly demoniac nature is prevalent when the passion and ignorance, they are actually prevalent. So it all depends on us what we cultivate. Diti, somehow got afflicted with passion. So it all depends on what we cultivate. That's what grows. If we cultivate passion, then we will get the passion result of passion. So if we cultivate goodness, then we'll get the goodness. So in this world, we'll always find this divine and demonic nature prevalent everywhere. Krishna says that so that some of the demonic nature says, aham karam valam darpam kamam krodham cha samsrita mamat mapara dehesu pradvishantabhya suyaka. He says, bewildered by false ego, strength, pride, lust, and anger. The demons become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is situated in their own bodies and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. So, bewildered by the false ego, strength and pride. When we attain some strength or some success or some wealth, some fame, becoming pride is very common. When we become successful materially, in whatever aspect it is, but become very pride. And this pride, what it is, it bewilders us. And because of this bewilderment, one can do so many activities, irreligious activities. What are the irreligious activities? Which is not conducive to the spiritual practice, or it's against the principles of the Lord's principles of dharma. That's irreligious activities. And what is the result? One can become envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, the one who is sustaining, one who is the source of my energy, maintenance. But this false pride and artificial material success can make one person very much proud. That's the demonic mentality. They try to load over the same source where they are sustaining, which is sustaining them. So many incidents. If Dhritarashtra, I was hearing the other day, Lord Shiva's Sivaratri is on this Sunday as well. So Lord Shiva, Dhritarashtra tried to worship Lord Shiva, please Lord Shiva. And when Lord Shiva was not coming, revealing himself, so he decided, okay, let me sacrifice myself. He was cutting his head to offer to Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva immediately came, okay, I'm very pleased with you. Tell me what you need. He said that, okay, he asked whoever, actually along with Lord Shiva, Parvati also was there. So immediately he got attracted to Parvati, Shiva's concert. Look at the mentality. She said, whoever I touch, he should be, turned into ashes. Whoever head I touch, he should be turned into ashes. And Lord Shiva, he's Bholanath means he doesn't, he gets strict also very easily. Okay, let it be so. That's what you please me, and I give you this benediction. And Dhritarashtra comes and he says, okay, thank you. Now let me try on you. So let me try on you. What kind of mentality it is? If this mentality is only in Dhritarashtra, was only in Dhritarashtra, this mentality is in almost every living entity. Because same Lord who is maintaining and providing us everything, we can go against him. Same people in our life who are helping us for our own progress, we can become envious of them, both spiritual and material platform. I know, and I worked for so many years. People are always aspiring to to become promoted to the manager's position. You're working as a team, you're working under manager, and you're working in such a way that you can take your manager's position. Isn't it true? Anyone in the field, working, isn't it? That's the general desire of the people, that they will be promoted and they'll be given the position of manager. Anyone, any comment?
Yeah, that's true. And We have to be careful we don't carry that same consciousness when we come into spiritual life, that we think that this is the highest aspect of spiritual life as you enter into management, and then you somehow have made a great success.
Yeah. Thank you. So it's interesting. It's interesting. Everyone gets bewildered by such things. We don't realize that. That's people say, what can you do? I have to live in this material world. Yeah, you can live it, but not with the propensity. It's not in condition to religious principles. When we think about that mentality, that I will replace my manager's position. That's and the same mindset, as you mentioned, can be, we bring it, we inherit samskaras, but when we come to Krishna consciousness, that psychology should be purified. We should not. We should appreciate. And so Dhritarashtra is the example, is nothing new in this material world. Everyone have that similar kind of tendencies. So it's a tendency, one becomes envious of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Not only who is situated in their own bodies and in the bodies of others, and blaspheme against the real religion. And that we can see everywhere. The one more I want to highlight this. It says, Tanaham Dvisata Kuran Saresu Naradhaman Kshipabhyajastra Masubha Nasri Svesa Yoniso. So what happened? If such kind of mentality happens, it says, those are envious and mischievous, who are the lowest among men, I perpetually cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. So that is the result. Just for temporary enjoyment, one continues to live in this material world and in a demonic species. And demonic species, what is the demonic species of life is? Everyone is envious of each other. That's what I understand. Their position is always insecure. They can never, they live it, they live, but they never live a complete content life, because while they're living, they always feel insecure, fear, anxiety of losing their position. So it's not like, even though there's many times demons have a lot of money, but doesn't mean that they can live very happily, peacefully. It never happened. So Krishna said, I cast them. I cast into the ocean of material existence, into various demonic species of life. Okay. Then he says that, okay, attaining repeated birth among the species of demonic life, O son of Kunti, such persons can never approach me. Gradually they sink down to the most abominable type of existence. I don't know what that would be, maybe the lowest species, maybe worms and beast and whatever it is. So this is the result of the demonic. Now, even the Hiranyaksha, Hiranyaksha is a demon, right? Hiranyaksha is a demon. But interestingly, his situation was quite a little different. Why? When Diti, if you all remember the incident, because of passion of Diti, what happened? She had union with her husband in different time, which is not suitable. Which is not suitable. And somehow or other she persevered, and she committed the mistake. And later she comes to her husband with, she was sad actually. She says she felt she has committed the offense. She offered obeisances to her husband, and she said, hope, I'm forgiven. Hope Lord Shiva will be forgive me, because I committed this not suitable time, unsuitable time. Let him be pleased. So I hope my embryo will be saved. So Kashyap Muni, what he said, okay, he will be saved, but because of your such act, these children will be demons. They'll be the cause of killing of innocent people, abusing of women, killing of the cows, destruction of the dharma. Um, um, so all these things is going to happen. So then he says that they will be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So which mother will be happy to hear the death of their children? Generally, no one, right? No one will be happy like that. But Diti somehow or other she took it positively. She became very happy, saying that, okay, wow, at least my children will be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It is very good that my sons will be magnanimously killed by the arms of the Personality of Godhead with a Sudarshan weapon. O my husband, may they never be killed by the wrath of Brahmana devotees. Because he says, Brahmana, cursed by Brahman is not good. It's better to be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. At least one will be liberated. She says, a person who is condemned by a Brahmana is devotee or Vaishnava, is always fearful of other living entities. She says, a person who is condemned by a Brahmana or is always fearful to other living entities, means he creates trouble to others, is not favored either by those who are already in hell or by those in the species of which he is born. So no one favors that. Basically, that kind of life is not good. It's better to be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead out of his wrath than condemned by a Brahmana. That's so powerful. Lord also speaks the similar subjects. Offending Brahmana and Vaishnavas is not very good. It's not good for one's spiritual journey. So Diti felt, very content, satisfied that at least, my children will be killed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So by hearing this, Kashyap Muni said, because of your such, lamentation and have faith on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, because if when demons hear that Vishnu is trying to kill them, they immediately become inimical. Kamsa become inimical. Oh, Vishnu is going to kill me, then I'm going to fight with him. He becomes my enemy. So, but here Diti, even though her child is going to be killed by the Supreme Lord, she did not become inimical to the Lord. So, because of that, what happened? The result is that he said that a great devotee will born in your dynasty. I mean, in your family. So he will bring auspicious. That's Prahlad Maharaj. So this is the incident that we can see. At that moment, that's today's verses. At that very moment, a shudder suddenly ran through the heart of the Diti. So after playing with Hiranyaksha for a while, Lord Varahadev, finally decided to end Hiranyaksha. And during that time, Diti, being a mother, felt a shudder. He says, I tried to do a little research here. He said, shudder means to shake suddenly with very a small movement. Sometimes it happens, you shake it. And because of unpleasant thoughts or feelings, one can shudder, like fear, out of fear also can shudder. So, or sometimes you see something ghastly things or something blood you see, and it makes you shudder. Anyone else who knows what the shudder means? It can shake violently or quickly, like. So Diti felt such kind of shudder in her, and she noticed that the blood came out of the breast instead of the milk. Prabhupada writes Generally, when motherly affection happens, what happens? Milk flows from the mother's breast. All her sons to be demons, they would have the advantage of being killed by the personality of God and Himself. She remembered this incident by the grace of the Lord, and her breast flowed blood instead of milk. In many cases, in many incidents, in many instances, we find that when a mother is moved by affection for her sons, milk flows from her breast. In the case of the demon's mother, the blood could not transform into milk. So you must have heard that lecture from Prabhupada. There's no real difference between milk and blood. Milk is, transformation of blood. The difference is the blood transforms into milk when there's affection, love, parental love happens. That is seen in mothers, that is seen in the cows. Prabhupada also writes many. If the cows are very happy, they will give profuse milk as well. Very affectionately they will give. So that has been condemned, that people in general, as it mentioned, blood transforms into milk. To drink milk is auspicious, but to drink blood is inauspicious. Even though the same thing, but milk is auspicious and blood is inauspicious. Although they are one and the same thing. I don't know, I haven't done the study, but it's an interesting thing. Milk is completely blood, but it's a different product because it is given, the milk comes out of affection and love, transforms. This formula is applicable in the case of cow's milk also. So Prabhupada, while commenting purport, he also added that people in general are addicted to kill the cows, take the cow blood, but he said that's not the right way to take protein. Protein comes from one should take the protein in the form of a milk or paneer. Mhm. So that's not the right way. Unfortunately, out of greed, out of demonic mentality, it's very prevalent. Everyone is short-sighted, and everyone thinks that how I can make immediate money, how can be successful, our prestige, our fame, name, everything. Whatever it may be, I want to earn money. I want to earn money. So of course, Lord Varahadev killed Hiranyaksha, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself in this age of Kali, comes to kill the demonic nature by spreading the holy name, Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Simply by spreading the holy name, the one's demonic nature can be killed in this age and time. So many such mentalities, and we can see all over. The wars are happening, the agreements, disagreements, people become envious of each other, people fight with each other, only for one reason actually. One, because we forgot that we are subordinate to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are not God. And out of false ego, we think that I am the doer and I am the enjoyer. There is no compromise. And we develop such demoniac nature, and we develop animosity with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and his devotees as well. So Lord understands very well in this age and time. It's very easy due to the effect of the Kali. It's very easy, one can be influenced by it. Thus it is said that constantly one has to take shelter of the holy name. Hare Nam, Hare Nam, Hare Nam Ava Kevalam. Kalo Nasteva 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 Gatiranyata. In all circumstances, the holy name, the Sankirtan has to be promoted. It looks like all circumstances. When things are not clear, when things are not going well, we must chant Hare Krishna. That I learned, some of the incident Prabhupada was promoting those days. Difficult times, okay, everyone chant Hare Krishna. When his health was not well, everyone chant Hare Krishna. This 24-hour Kirtan also used to happen when Prabhupada was sick. So chanting Hare Krishna actually solves all problems. It pacifies things, our demonic propensities. In ISKCON also at this time, so many uh, d- controversial things are happening. But if we pay our attention to this controversial thing, then we'll be more and more disturbed. Rather, we can chant together, individually and collectively, so that the auspicious things can happen, the cooperation can come, the Lord can remove the what do you call the ignorance from our heart, the darkness from our heart, and things will be revealed to all of us. So practicing in difficult times, in such controversies, practice of chanting Hare Krishna is very much essential. Actually, that's what I think. So with this, I'll pause it here. I would like to see if any comments. I don't know how will I see it today. I use the web. I don't know who all are there. Any comments, please? I see it. Okay, now I see. Bindavali Mataji, you back from India? I thought you're in India. Any comments? Sorry, I didn't have big purport today, so I thought I tried my best to share. Basically, the holy name, we cannot blame the demoniac nature because it is everywhere, and it is all because of the passion and ignorance is prevalent. So that's the only solution is taking the Krishna consciousness very sincerely, having faith in the holy name, and chant all that time and encourage others to chant. Then we can see all auspiciousness. We can see good everywhere. And good everywhere. Isn't it training?
I like that point very much, Krishna Kirtan Prabhu. And I think it's no matter who we are and what our service is, we can apply this principle. That the holy name is our ultimate shelter. Sometimes we get disappointing news, and we think, why it have to be this way? Why is this change being made? Who's making this change? And then we our minds get disturbed, and sometimes we move off of the foundational principle that the holy name is everything for me. And so we think, okay, I'll make this material adjustment, that material adjustment, and that's what is required of me. And maybe some service has to be done, but the thing that will ultimately bring us spiritual success is our conviction in the holy name.
Yes.
And that has to be our only shelter. And we see this consistently, the prayers of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and then Srila Prabhupada coming over. He's saying his success is, his faith in his spiritual master and his surrender to the holy name.
Yeah.
But
we forget.
Yeah.
It's so many within, inside, and outside ISKCON happens. The time is like that. It is time for us to focus on our principles, our purpose, not get distracted, deviate. It's very easy to be distracted within the community, outside community. That's we are here meant for to promote the holy name, nothing else. That's all other things are subservient to the holy name. Thank you for sharing. Any other comment? Amala Gauranga Prabhu, mother, and who all are mothers?
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Yeah, I also experienced that when the mind is disturbed or we are worried too much, and if we start chanting, so all it disappears from the mind, and we complete looks like it was all illusion. So
Yes.
Nice point. Thank you.
Thank you for sharing. Yeah, that's definitely. We have to have a faith. Actually, every one of us. I'm not saying I have a faith. Every one of us remind ourselves on this. Okay, so it's 8:30. I know we are a little early. If no one has any comments, Golgananda Priya Mataji, you want to bless us with a comment?
A very nice class, Prabhu, and yeah, that is a very nice reminder. Like everybody's talking about, about chanting the holy name of the Lord. So if you can only remember that, our difficulties and our difficulty will be less, and you won't have any.
Thank you.
We just have to put it in practice, just and with devotees, by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and hearing that again and again, hopes that will go into in our mind and we can make practice of it.
Yeah.
The solution.
Please. Yeah. I think we all need to really come up, help ourselves first. We really helping ourselves means we give priority to the holy name. We encourage. That's my goal and determination, and all the problems will get out of it. Because of distraction only can create so many. It's not just issues happening at this time overall ISKCON or we are talking about. In general, it is the effect of Maya. Non-cooperation in bhakti is also this effect of Maya. It's because of deviation from our purpose and goal. And you mentioned the nice class. I mostly discussed about demons. Please excuse me.
Yeah.
Demoniac qualities which we have in.
There's only two kind of people, living beings. Every time we hear from Srila Prabhupada, the divine, demoniac in this material world,
Yeah.
So we all deal with these two kind of, people. Maybe not demon like Hiranyakashipu, but there's all kind of demons in this Kali Yuga.
Well, those days, such kind of activity were like very rare and condemned. Nowadays, everyone is engaged in such activity. It becomes very common. So, activities of Hiranyaksha is no more surprising now. So it is there actually. That kind of mentality is there. It's just we don't have the strength to do. That's the whole thing. Given the opportunity, we are ready to do anything. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Nija sukha lagi pape nahi dore daya hi na swartha para para sukhe dukhi sada mithyavasi para dukhe sukha karam amar jivana sada pape rata nahi ka punyera le. Nija sukha lagi, for one's own sense, satisfaction of one's senses, pape nahi dhori. We don't get fear of doing any kind of sinful activities. It is observed everywhere, in our lives also. Just for my gross or subtle satisfaction, and I'm willing to do all kind of sinful activities. So they are demoniac. Papenoid, dayahino, when I become merciless, selfish, dayahino swarthapara. We do that. We can become like that. So we have to identify, really recognize the demonic nature in us. We have it. Well, I'm speaking to myself. I have to constantly working on this. I should never. I pray that I should never entertain such demonic qualities in me. That's my goal. So, with all of your blessings, I hope you can be a good devotee. And thank you so much for allowing me to speak. Hare Krishna. We'll stop it here. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Vancha Kalpatarivascha Kripa